This was a massive spot to be in for such a young talent, to have a sold-out crowd completely behind her, down at points. Jimmy, how did she do it?
I mean, look, she's a fan favorite, obviously. Everywhere she goes, she has the Philippines cheering for her. They seem to travel to all the tournament.
It was an emotional and dramatic day in Abu Dhabi, and it perfectly showed why Eala is different. Before we get into everything that happened, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss any updates about Alex and the biggest stories in tennis. The day started with heartbreak. Eala stepped onto the court for her singles quarterfinal full of confidence. She had just pulled off one of the most incredible comebacks of her career against Ekaterina Alexandrova. In that match, she was down 0-4 in the third set, even saved match point, and somehow found a way to win in a tiebreak. That kind of victory gives a player belief. It builds momentum. It makes you feel like anything is possible. Because of that win, Alex had climbed to number 38 in the live rankings. Everything felt like it was moving in the right direction. She was playing fearless tennis, fighting for every point, and proving she belonged among the best. But in the quarterfinal, she faced a very different challenge. On the other side of the net was Ekaterina Alexandrova, the world number 11 and one of the most powerful hitters on tour. Alexandrova is not just another top player. She has been inside the top 20 for years. She has made deep runs at Grand Slams and is known for her aggressive style. When she is playing at a high level, she can take the racket out of her opponent's hands. That is exactly what happened in this match. From the first few games, Alexandrova came out firing. She was hitting winners from both sides, serving big, and giving Alex almost no rhythm. Every time Alex tried to build a rally, Alexandrova would step in and finish the point early. The first set ended 6-3 in favor of Alexandrova. It was competitive, but the Russian was clearly in control. The second set followed a similar pattern. Alex kept fighting, trying to find solutions, trying to change the pace, but Alexandrova stayed sharp and confident. Again, the score finished 6-3. Just like that, the match was over in straight sets. There is no shame in losing to the world number 11. This was not a bad loss. It was simply a reminder of the level required to compete at the very top. Still, it hurt. After such an emotional comeback in the previous round, after feeling like a deep singles run was possible, walking off the court knowing your tournament is over is painful. For most players, that kind of loss would require time to sit in the locker room, time to think, time to process the disappointment. But Alex did not have that luxury. Less than an hour later, she had to walk back onto the court for her doubles quarterfinal. There was no long break, no time to feel sorry for herself. She had to reset mentally almost immediately. That is not easy. In fact, it is one of the hardest things in professional sports. Her partner for the doubles event is Janice Tjen, and together they have built strong chemistry. They're often called the SEAsters, a nickname that reflects their Southeast Asian connection and fighting spirit. In this quarterfinal, they were up against the second seeds, Zhang Shuai and Kristyna Buksha. On paper, it was a tough matchup. Zhang is an experienced doubles specialist, and Buksha is known for her consistency and smart play. Imagine the mental challenge for Alex in that moment. You just lost your singles match, your energy is low, your emotions are heavy. Now you have to go out and compete again against one of the strongest teams in the draw. Many players would carry the disappointment with them onto the doubles court. Many would play flat, distracted, or frustrated. But Alex did something special. She flipped the switch. From the start of the doubles match, she and Janice played with purpose. They were active at the net, sharp on returns, and confident in their communication. Instead of looking like a player who had just lost, Alex looked focused and determined. It was clear that she had made a decision. Singles was over, but doubles was still alive. They broke serve early in the first set and took control. Zhang and Buksha tried to respond, but the SEAsters stayed aggressive. They did not allow the higher-seeded team to dictate play. The first set ended 6-3 in favor of Alex and Janice. In doubles, momentum can change quickly. Experienced teams know how to adjust. Many expected the second seeds to raise their level in the second set. But the Seers did not slow down. They continued to attack, moved well together, and trusted their instincts. Again, the score finished 6-3. In less than an hour after her singles dream ended, Alex was celebrating a big doubles victory. It was the same scoreline as her singles loss, but this time she was on the winning side. That contrast made the moment even more powerful. This was not just any win, it was another major upset in their tournament run. In the first round, they had already defeated Leylah Fernandez and Kristina Mladenovic in 3 tough sets. Fernandez is a Grand Slam finalist in singles, and Mladenovic is a multiple-time Grand Slam champion in doubles. That victory alone was impressive. Now, beating the second seeds in straight sets sent a clear message. The Seers are not just participating, they are contenders. Reaching the semifinals of a WTA 500 event is a big achievement. These tournaments offer strong ranking points, significant prize money, and global attention. For Alex and Janice, this run is about more than just wins. It is about proving they belong at this level.
What makes this story even more inspiring is the partnership itself. Doubles requires trust. It requires communication and understanding. You cannot succeed alone. When one partner struggles, the other has to lift her up. On this day, Janice was there for Alex. And Alex, despite her singles disappointment, delivered when it mattered. This is what resilience looks like. It is not about never losing. It is about how you respond after you lose. Alex could have used her singles defeat as an excuse. She could have told herself she was too tired or too emotional. No one would have criticized her for playing a quiet doubles match after such a tough singles result. Instead, she used the pain as fuel. That ability to compartmentalize is rare. Professional sports demand physical skill, but mental strength often makes the difference. Being able to separate one result from the next challenge is a superpower. Alex showed that she has it. Even though her singles run ended, she still gained valuable points from the tournament. Climbing to number 38 in the live rankings is a major milestone. It shows steady progress and confirms that her hard work is paying off. The loss to Alexandrova does not erase that progress. It simply highlights the next level she needs to reach. And the truth is, matches against players like Alexandrova are learning experiences. Facing top 15 opponents teaches you about pace, decision-making, and mental control under pressure. Every tough match adds to a player's growth. Meanwhile, the doubles run gives Alex something positive to focus on. Instead of leaving Abu Dhabi disappointed, she now has a chance to compete for a title. The semifinals are next, and confidence is high. The Seers have momentum. They have beaten experienced champions. They have shown they can handle pressure. Most importantly, they have shown they can bounce back from adversity. Days like this define careers. It is easy to celebrate when everything goes your way. It is much harder to respond when things fall apart. Alex experienced both extremes in the same afternoon. She walked off one court feeling crushed and walked on to another determined to fight. That emotional roller coaster would break many players. For Alex, it became motivation. Fans may feel disappointed about the singles loss, and that is understandable. Everyone wanted to see her push deeper into the draw. But sometimes setbacks create new opportunities. Now the spotlight is on her doubles journey. If she and Janice reach the final of this WTA 500 event, it would be a huge moment for both of them. Even reaching the semifinals is already a statement. It proves that Southeast Asian players can compete and win at this level. More than anything, this day in Abu Dhabi showed Alex's character. Talent gets you into the top 100, skill wins you matches, but mental toughness builds champions. Losing 6-3, 6-3 in singles, and then winning 6-3, 6-3 in doubles less than an hour later is not normal. It is special. As the semifinals approach, belief is growing. The Seers have nothing to lose and everything to gain. They are playing with freedom and confidence, and after witnessing how Alex handled heartbreak, it is hard to bet against her. The singles dream may have ended, but the doubles dream is alive and strong. This bittersweet day could become one of the most important chapters in Alex's journey, because sometimes the real story is not about the loss, it is about the comeback that follows. Now all eyes turn to the next match. If this day proved anything, it is that Eala is far from done. She is still climbing, she is still learning, and she is showing the kind of strength that suggests her biggest moments are still ahead.